Texas Revolution. The Revolution began on October 1835 after a decade of political and cultural clashes between the Mexican government and an increasingly large population of American settlers in Texas. The Mexican government had become increasingly centralized, and the rights of its citizens had become increasingly curtailed, particularly regarding immigration from the United States. Mexico had officially abolished slavery in Texas in 1830, and desire of Anglo-Texans to maintain the institution of chattel slavery in Texas was also a major cause of secession. Colonists and Tejanos disagreed on whether the ultimate goal was independence or a return to Mexican Constitution of 1824, while delegates at the consultation debated the war's motives. Texians and a flood of volunteers from the United States defeated the small garrisons of Mexican soldiers by mid-December 1835. The Consultation declined to declare independence and install an interim government whose infighting led to political paralysis and death of effective governance in Texas. An ill-conceived proposal to invade Matamoros siphoned much-needed volunteers and provisions from the fledgling Texan army. In March 1836, a second political convention declared independence and appointed leadership for the new Republic of Texas. Determined to avenge Mexico's honor, Santa Anna vowed to personally retake Texas. His army of operations entered Texas in mid-February 1836 and fought the Texans completely unprepared. Mexican General José de Urrea led a contingent of troops on Galad campaign up the Texas coast, defeating all Texian troops in his path and executing most of those who surrendered. Santa Anna led a larger force to San Antonio de Bexar, where most of his troops defeated the Texan garrison in the Battle of the Alamo, killing almost all the defenders. The Battle of the Alamo was a pivotal event in the Texas Revolution. Following a 13-day siege, Mexican troops under President General Antonio Lopez de Santa Anna reclaimed the Alamo mission near San Antonio de Bexar, killing most of the Texians and Tejanos inside, leaving only 3 alive. Santa Anna's cruelty during the battle inspired many Texans and Tejanos to join the Texian army. The Battle of San Jacinto, fought on April 21, 1836, in present-day La Porte in Pasadena, Texas, was the final and decisive battle of the Texas Revolution. Led by General Samuel Houston, the Texian army engaged and defeated General Antonio Lopez de Santa Anna's Mexican army in a fight that lasted just 18 minutes. A detailed first-hand account of the battle was written by General Houston from the headquarters of the Texan army in San Jacinto on April 25, 1836. Numerous secondary analyses and interpretations have followed. On May 14, 1836, Santa Anna, who had been taken prisoner during the Battle of San Jacinto, signed a peace treaty at Velasco, Texas, in which he recognized Texas independence in exchange for his freedom.